Good morning, everyone. Mabuhay, kumusta po kayo? Salamat, magandang umaga. It's only that 3 words that I remember in Philippine, in Tagalog. Okay, so welcome to Universitas Persada Indonesia Y.A.I. It is an honor to see our friends and distinguished guests from Northwestern Northwestern University Philippines here with us today. My name is Dewi and I will be your MC for today morning's program. To our expected leaders, faculty members, and students from both institutions, Universitas Persada Indonesia Y.A.I. and Northwestern University, thank you for joining us today. And we hope today will be meaningful, inspiring, and filled with warm collaboration between two institutions. Before we begin, let's us rise together for the national anthem of Indonesia, followed by the national anthem of the Philippines. Please stand up.
Ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, kaya sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Upang hinirang, tuyagan ang magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng banggaw, ay hinatang tudlang awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay ka naghihingi, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitingin. Lumalang araw ng walang pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya ng pagkay mga aking, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please be seated. Next, we will start our opening remarks. First, we kindly invite Professor Engineering Sri Astuti Indriati to deliver her welcome speech. After that, we will also hear a message from Professor Dr. Eric Esparilla from Northwestern University. To Professor Indriati, please, time is yours.
Very good morning, everyone. Very good morning. All right. So first of all, I would like to, of course, welcoming to our distinguished guests, delegation from Northwestern University, Professor Dr. Eric Parilla, and then Professor Romel, is it? And then Miss Julian and Mr. Mark, as well as the 7 students from Northwestern University. Welcome to our university. This is Universitas Persada Indonesia Y.A.I. This is one of a private university in Indonesia, located in Jakarta, and we are very pleased to have you here to visit our university because our university is one of your partner university from Northwestern University since, I think, 2022, right? 2022. So I actually knew your president, rector president, when he was I think, conference speaker, our conference speaker for the first international conference on multidisciplinary research for sustainable innovation. So again, welcome to our campus and selamat datang kembali untuk semua mahasiswa dan juga of course yang kami hormati seluruh dekan fakultas. So before I start my probably a little speech, I will introduce my team first, Prof. Eric. So I've got here the vice rectors and then the deans. First is the vice rector 1 for academics, Dr. Sri Kurniawati. Yeah. So she's taking care of academics things. And then the second one is the Mr. Jainun Mutadin, Especially Embassy. He is the vice rector for financial and general affair. And then he's also call it a vice rector for collaboration as well, and assisted by Miss Dewi Sukriya. And then we've got also here the vice rector 3 for academic affair, Dr. Masruhin. Right, and then we do have it here, the dean for the 4 faculties. So we've got 4 faculties under university. The faculties of Business and Economics, Dr. Marhalinda. Right, and then we've got the Faculty of Engineering. The dean is Dr. Fitri Suryani. Right, and then here we've got the Dean for the Faculty of Psychology. Right. Here. Come here, Bu. And one more is Dean for the Faculty of Communication Science, Dr. Siti Komsia. Please sit from. Right. I think you know already Miss Dewi Sukriya. She's taking care of you, Miss Dita, and then Dr. Puspita Dewi as a Vice Director for Research Institute and Community Services. Dr. Sularso now in the pilgrimage, so he's not around. Probably he'll be back next week. All right. So our distinguished guest, Dr. Eric Parilla, Prof. Eric Parilla, and all delegations. Thank you so much for coming. This is, I think, another implementation program of our collaboration. We have made our MOU since 2022, and it's grow up very, very good in the way that we have done some of activities. So what we have worried about is having this MOU sleeping is not coming, and then we just feel like, okay, so we are doing well. And then actually this international collaboration is part of our vision. So internationalization is one of our pillars for our university vision. So anything related to internationalization, I look forward that it's gonna be run well, and then everybody will support these activities. And Northwestern University is one of our Philippines universities partners, among others, 18 universities. So we started with San Beda College at that time, 2008, and then we do also collaboration with Emilio Guanaldo University, and then afterward, I remember Northwestern is the third one, and then Salai Community College, and then Misamis University, and then the rest is the 6th university, which just signed an MOU last June in Manila, and then another 8 signed in Lawak City, helped by Miss Julian and Prof. Ari for making arrangement for meeting our partners there. So thank you so much for helping us to expand our networking as well, and hopefully all the partners will do the same things like what you are doing. Because Lorma College and Urdaneta University has done general lecture as well online, and hopefully they are also doing some visit to our university. And then for your information, actually Northwestern University is not the first time came to our university. Professor Eric has been here, I think last year or a year after, last year, right? Last year with 4 students, delegates, 5 students, right? Spending about 5 days also here. And then we are very happy to have you back, Prof. Eric, with all delegation. It seems that we can make our collaboration more fruitful for our students and for our institution. And thank you so much as well for all the speakers who's going to give a knowledge and experience they've got in regard to the title that you have been preparing for. And for today, for 2 sessions, right? And then for tomorrow, we've got the cultural exchange day. And then the Thursday, we've got another general lecture. And then the Friday, you have to visit, like, you will visit the batiks, right? Okay. So I'm so sorry to have a bit changes on the schedule and itinerary, because the cultural exchange is supposed to be on Thursday, but because Thursday I've got another things outside of the campus, so I really love to have you to be with you tomorrow. So I think I propose to have this cultural exchange in Wednesday, so I can come and meet you together tomorrow. All right, and then thank you so much again for coming. And then today we are going to have a lecture in relation to tourism, right? Tourism, sustainable tourism, right? Tourism is one of, I think, the topic which is very interesting, where in Indonesia we do also have a very attractive destination. And then I think we've got a good revenue from that as well. And I think it's went down when the pandemics hits us. And then now it's grow up again and in the good position. And we believe, and then we know exactly that tourism in the digital era is going to be very interesting to talk about. Because once you talk about the digital era, you talk about information and communication technology. So we use that to help our industry grow up, and by doing things, by digital things, that it's like making our life easier, right? So it's like, you know, you can manage your destination, yeah. You can promote your travel in like in pre-traveling and post-traveling, and I think it's in many ways ICT is help our lives. So especially after pandemic, everybody have to be engaged with that. Yeah, no matter you like or not, but you have to engage with the online things. And I think with the tourism, as a tourist, you will be very, will be very, you got the benefit on doing such a managing your time by online. So you can save your time, not queuing in every single ticket that you have to go for, and then you also can make everything shorter and quicker. So I don't know about the sustainable tourism, but I think sustainable tourism in digital era means that it's things related to the tools of tourism, things that we can listen together today. And I believe every student here will have a new experience listening about the sustainable tourism. Thank you so much for everyone's coming, everyone supporting this event and these activities. And we look forward that everybody also will support the every single agenda we've got from today, tomorrow, and a day after. Thank you so much and have a good day.
Thank you so much for your inspiring remarks, Professor Engineering Sri Astuti Indriati. Now I will give the floor to Professor Dr. Eric Esparella. Please, time is yours.
I hope that I will be able to pronounce this one correctly. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. Good morning to our distinguished guests, colleagues, faculty members, and my dear students. So it is my great honor to stand before you today as we gather for this general lecture and this collaboration between Universitas Persada Indonesia Y.A.I and Northwestern University Philippines. Events like this reaffirm our shared commitment to fostering global learning, building bridges across nations, and preparing our students to thrive in an increasingly interconnected world. So basically, the university and the Universitas Persada had been in collaboration since 2022, first with the webinar series, Faculty Exchange. So the College of Business Education and your Faculty of Business and Economics had some collaborations back then, and we fostered this, and eventually the collaboration went full as many colleges in Northwestern University and your faculty member had many activities and collaborations, ma'am. So we thank you for that, and we appreciate your presence last June, because we had our first internationalization week at Northwestern University, and Universitas Persadas was our main guest. So your faculty members and some students, I think, came to the Philippines and see the beauty of some Philippine universities. So thank you for that. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to your university for hosting this event and for continuously nurturing this meaningful partnership between our school, Northwestern University, and your university as well. Our collaboration stands as a testament to what institutions can achieve when we come together with shared goals, that is mutual learning, cultural exchange, and academic excellence. It's not only the university that is benefiting from this collaboration, but most primarily our students, even though only seven come and join us today, the whole university is very thankful for this opportunity of learning of this seven students. So once again, thank you for welcoming us so warmly especially Ma'am Dewi and Ma'am Dita. And I haven't seen Ma'am Lala. Once again, thank you. Let us look forward to a productive and enriching session ahead. Thank you, ma'am, and mabuhay tayong lahat.
Maraming salamat po for your insightful remarks, Prof. Eric Esparilla. And ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to our main session, a general lecture with the theme Sustainable Tourism Development in the Digital Era. This morning, we are honored to have speakers from Northwestern University and also speakers from Universitas Persada Indonesia Y.A.I. Those are Mr. Mark Dio F. Palcon and Mr. Romel S. Gerson, and from Universitas Persada Indonesia Y.A.I, Ms. Euis Puspita Dewi. Please welcome our speakers and let us give them a warm round of applause. Please.
All right, so good morning, everyone. Salamat pagi. In the Philippines, we say magandang umaga. Can you say magandang umaga? All right, perfect. That's really perfect. It's nice to hear. So we are 3 days already here in Indonesia, and I can say that we are really loving your place. We love your food, we love your people, and we are in this hall. And like with that, we want to say, terima kasih. Terima kasih, Indonesia. Terima kasih. So, thank you so much. So we are from the Philippines, particularly the College of International Hospitality and Tourism Management of Northwestern University. So it's a higher education institution in the northern part of the Philippines. So I am Mr. Mark Dio Palcon, and I have here my colleague, Mr. Romel Gerson. And this morning, we want to share with you the Philippines Sustainable Tourism Development in the digital era. But before we begin, I'd like to start with this idea that the Philippines and Indonesia share the cultural DNA that is unmistakable. Do you agree with me when I say this one? We share this cultural DNA. So first one. So Philippines and Indonesia, we are both archipelagos, right? Like we are surrounded by the bodies of water, we are strengthened by our community, and we are connected with our culture. So from the moment we stepped in Indonesia, we couldn't deny a lot of similarities, okay? So, and the closer we look, the more we see how we mirror ourselves to you. Gaano nga ba tayo magkakamukha? Or in English, we say, we look alike. Okay, to prove you this one, if there's one thing that is very evident or that can reveal this similarity, it can be shown on how we treat our food, right? I think it is inherent among all of us that we are hospitable people. Indonesians and Filipinos, we are hospitable, right? In mealtime, we always say, eat first to our guests. In Philippines, we say, kain tayo. Even it's just a simple food that we can offer to our guests. In Indonesia, you say, silakan makan dulu, okay? Right? You eat first. That's the hospitality we offer, right? So even in the simplest form, we are not only here to offer food, but we want our guests to feel that they are at home. Another thing, I want to start with a game. So tell me whether this picture is from Indonesia or from the Philippines, okay? We'll be giving a prize for those people who can answer it correctly. Yes? So the first one, please raise your hand if you know the answer. This picture, it's a fried rice with egg on top. So can you tell me whether this is from the Philippines or from Indonesia? Anyone from this room? Anyone from this room? Oh, yes, sir. Is this from the Philippines or from Indonesia?
I think it's from Indonesia.
Is it from Indonesia? Let's check. It is from Indonesia, right? This is what you call your Nasi goreng. So it is a traditional fried rice dish made by stir-frying cooked rice with garlic, shallots, sweet soy sauce, or your kecap manis. Spices usually served with egg, chicken, and or seafood. In the Philippines, we have something like this as well. We have Filipinos. Can you say this one? Sinangag. We also have our own version of your nasi goreng. So it's also a garlic fried rice made by stir-frying leftover rice with plenty of garlic and a bit of oil. We really love rice, right? We really love eating rice. And usually, we pair sinangag with beef, with sausages, with fried fish, and stuff like that. Okay, next picture. How about this one? A bit tricky. What's this one? What's this one? Anyone in the room? What's this one? Oh, from the Philippines. Mr. Lester, what's this one?
I think it's from the Philippines. Pancit Guisado.
Is it from the Philippines? Okay. So we call it Pancit Canton or Pancit Guisado. Okay. So what Indonesian dish do you think is similar with our Pancit Canton? What, ma'am? It's mee goreng, right? It's very similar. Yeah? Actually, we've tried mee goreng during our breakfast yesterday, and it tastes like home. It tastes like Pancit Canton in the Philippines. With a bit spicy, of course. Usually, Pancit Canton is served during special occasions. It's not a special occasion if we do not have Pancit Canton. So, a special occasion, example, during birthdays. It symbolizes long life. Christmas season, New Year. Okay? So, next one. Let's proceed to tourist destination. This is the last picture that I'm gonna show. Oh, is this from Philippines or from Indonesia? Oh, this side. Oh, there. Anyone? Is this from Philippines or Indonesia?
It's from Indonesia.
Is it from Indonesia? We'll give you additional chocolates if you can guess what this is. Where is this?
Bali?
Okay, is it from Bali, Indonesia? Let's check. So it is the Diamond Beach. It can be seen in Bali, Indonesia. Very good. Wow. A round of applause, everyone. So we now see that we have a lot of similarities, right? So in the Philippines, we also have El Nido, Palawan. It's similar, right? It looks the same, right? So even in our values are as Filipinos, we are known for our malasakit to other people or our care for other people. It is our genuine concern that goes beyond duty. And in Indonesia, you have this one. What's this one? Ramatama. It's your spirit of warmth and gracious hospitality. So, actually, we have noticed that we have similarities in language as well. So, what's the bahasa of ice? In the Philippines, we also say mata, right? How about thousand? Ribo. In Ilocano, we say ribo. How about child? Anak. We also say anak. Oh, a lot of us are surprised here. Okay, so today we will be exploring how branding, policy, digital tools can help us shape a more resilient and more sustainable tourism industry. Okay, so we will be discussing with you the Philippine Sustainable Tourism Development in the digital era. But one thing is common. More than what we see, more than those pictures, we have deeper similarities in terms of this one. So Indonesia and Philippines rely on hospitality and tourism as a key driver for economic growth. We protect both intangible and tangible heritages, and we face the same global challenge, post-pandemic recovery, right? As mentioned by Mama a while back. We also face the challenge of digital innovation, right? And the continuous push for sustainability. Next, Mama. So, first, since you are psychology students, engineering students, business students, I know you're not quite familiar with tourism and hospitality, right? So I'd like to ask you, if there's one word that comes to your mind when you hear the word tourism and hospitality, what would it be? Anyone from the room? Beach? Travel? What else? From this side. Any word that comes to your mind when you hear the words hospitality or tourism? Hotels? Wow. Beach, hotels. Vacation. What else? Experience. Wow, wonderful answer. I want to hear from this side. How about on this side? Any word that comes to your mind when you hear the word tourism?
Food.
Oh, food. I think you're hungry, sir. How about on this side? What? Retail. Wow, business perspective. How about on this side? Any word? How about you, ma'am? Any word?
Activity.
Activity. More words, come on. Accommodation?
Have on this side.
Cultural exchange.
Oh, cultural exchange. Wow, wonderful answer. So, everything that you've said are all correct. Hotel, beaches, accommodation, retail, business, food, which I love the most, is part of hospitality and tourism. But to summarize everything that you have shared, we can boil down to this idea. In tourism, customers are at the forefront. In business, they are our guests. They are our travelers. Okay? Meaning to say that in sustainable tourism, every policy, every development plan, and every digital innovation exists for one purpose. And it's this one. It's to create the traveler's journey seamless, meaningful, safe, and, of course, sustainable. So, I think all of us would agree that travelers before, they're completely different to the travelers we have now, right? Right? Okay. We have here some presentation. So traveler nowadays rely more on seamless digital experience, right? Like contactless payments, online bookings, on-time reservations, right? Real-time update regarding our flight details. In the Philippines, we have embraced this one through e-wallets. We have GCash, we have PayMaya, and we are now using QR codes for payments. So we want everything in an instant. Like we want everything to be accessible because that's who we are as travelers nowadays. So with the presence of digital technology or the innovation that we are experiencing right now, we can say that travelers nowadays become more aware. They are more intentional with their choices, and more than ever, we are connected. Another thing, travelers want this one, authentic cultural immersion. When you will be traveling to another country, which do you prefer? The thing you already see in pictures or the one that you haven't experienced yet? Of course, that's the longer answer, right? But kidding aside, like personally speaking, with the social media nowadays, all the landmarks, all the establishments are already posted there. You already know what Bali looks like, right? You already know what the Poway Church looks like. You already know what the Philippines looks like. Am I right? But travelers nowadays look for authentic cultural immersion. Let's take myself as an example. Yesterday, Miss Dewi and Miss Dita accompanied us for a city tour. And they were surprised, I think, when we told them that we want to experience street food and night market. Oh, no, no, no. But that's what we want. Because we believe that in the streets of Indonesia, we can experience and try the best foods, the most authentic one, right? So if you will come to the Philippines and you want to experience a cultural immersion, come to Ilocos Norte. If you want to do weaving, we have a famous textile there called Inabel. If you want to experience our culinary heritage, we have a province there called Pampanga. Okay? So last one. Travelers nowadays are focus more on environmental and social responsibility. As I've mentioned a while back, now more than ever, we are connected. We are more intentional with our choices. At the same time, we are more aware. Therefore, travelers now ask, is this activity sustainable? Does this support local communities? Is this destination protected? So, and this is the global shift in travelers' behavior. And this is how we shape sustainable tourism development in the Philippines. So let me share with you the current state of the Philippines in terms of tourism development, the tourism development efforts of the Philippines. So, coming out of the pandemic, the Philippines has been rebuilding its tourism sector with a mix of recovery programs, digital innovation, as well as sustainability-based reforms. For the first one, tourism recovery and growth. So the Philippines' current state, the Philippines is on a steady recovery path. So our Department of Tourism has set a target of 7 to 8 million international tourist arrivals, which signals confidence in our global visibility and improve visibility in our region. Next slide. So we rely heavily on domestic tourism, in which we have generated 85 million local trips recorded. So domestic tourism helps the local communities, the MSMEs, in their businesses. Next. Improving access is a major strategy as well. Recently, the Philippines offered Indian national visa-free travel to boost our tourism. We are also strengthening air connectivity. We are opening new routes and upgrading airports and gateways to make entry to the Philippines easier. Next one. Public-private digital partnerships. We also see a stronger partnership and collaboration between our Department of Tourism and the private sector. A perfect example of this one is the DOT and MasterCard partnership, which uses spending analytics to understand tourist behavior, improve digital payment system, and help manage visitor flow. And lastly, we have a smart and sustainable destination. So a key focus is developing smart and sustainable destination. So this includes tourism circuits, digital booking systems, and QR-based access in heritage. So these are the efforts of the Philippines nowadays.
All right, so to continue the discussion of Sir Dio and to walk you through the initiative of the Philippines, we will discuss to you the Philippines tourism branding. Okay, so the Philippines tourism branding timeline shows how the country's slogans and campaigns changed over the years. So each campaign introduced new ways to promote Philippines, highlight its beauty, and of course to attract more visitors. So this timeline gives a quick look on how the country's tourism image has grown and improved through different branding efforts. So we have efforts, we have initiatives to boost the tourism industry in the Philippines. Okay, number one, we have the WOW Philippines in 2002. So the WOW Philippines promote the Philippines as top tourist spot. Okay, so led by the Tourism Secretary Richard Gordon, it used the slogan, "Wow Philippines, more than just usual." Okay, the campaign highlighted the country's special attractions and improved its image. So using the word wow, or the WOW, which means also stood different themes like wealth over wonders. So the Philippines are very rich in culture, very rich in nature and natural resources. Okay? We also have wild over water. We are surrounded by water in the Philippines. We have a lot of resources in the Philippines. And of course, walk our walls. So to see more and to learn more about the WOW Philippines, let's watch this video. All right, so that's WOW Philippines in 2002. After that, in 2011, the Philippines introduced again It's More Fun in the Philippines. Another campaign, another initiative to boost the economy, to boost the tourism industry of the Philippines. So visiting Philippines will be more enjoyable, more fun by introducing It's More Fun in the Philippines. So let's watch this video. All right, so after It's More Fun in the Philippines, last 2023, the Philippines launched the Love the Philippines slogan. Okay? So it encourages both Filipinos now and tourists to appreciate the Philippines' heritage, appreciate the culture, appreciate the food and the people and the beautiful places, while also supporting sustainable and responsible travel. So this campaign focuses on the deeper appreciation and the care for the country and not just for fun. So let's watch this video. All right, so those are the initiatives of the Philippine government and the Philippine tourism to boost the economy, to boost the tourism industry of the Philippines. Now, we have the Filipino brand of service excellence. Okay, this is the branding of the Philippines when it comes to tourism industry. Okay, so the Filipino brand of service reflects the heartfelt ways Filipinos care for the people and for welcoming the people. Okay, so known for the warmth and hospitality, Filipino makes guests feel comfortable and valued through simple acts of kindness and genuine concern. That's our top priority, to give our guests the satisfaction that they need. Okay, so this concept shows that Filipinos don't just provide service. Okay? They create real connections that make visitors feel at home. And that is our top priority, to connect with people, to connect with your guests, to make them feel at home. Okay? Next. So as part of the Filipino brand of service, the 7 M's were created to show what makes Filipino hospitality warm and unique. Okay, so these ideas reflect the values and attitudes Filipinos bring when caring for guests. So before we go through each one, the 7 M's remind us that true service is more than just doing a job. It's about kindness, it's about sincerity, and making every visitor feel special. Okay, so let's start with the first M. We have the makamailikha, or the respect for divine providence, or something spiritual. Okay, so to our guests, we have to be honest and truthful in all our dealings with the guests and not take advantage of them. Okay? So with this, do the right thing all the time, not just in front of the guest, okay, but all the time. Okay, next. We have the makatao. Okay, so when we say makatao, it's something to do with hospitality. Okay, it's family-orientedness, and that makes us Filipinos. Okay, interpersonal relations and sense of belongingness. So we respect and treat our guests as if they are members of the family. We respect cultures. Okay, so guests deserve the best services for patronizing your business, because if you don't treat your guests well, they will not patronize your business. Okay, next. We have masayahin. It shows in the videos, it's more fun in the Philippines. If we remember to use the power of smile, can we use the power of smile? Can we wear a smile on our face? Okay, so the power of our sense of humor while doing our work, our guests will live the great and fun memories of their stay in the Philippines. Okay, so using your humor is also a good way to lighten the mood of your guests. So I have questions here. I have one question here. So how do you make your guests happy? Smiling, yes? Food. Of course, yes. So those are the things that makes the guest happy. Upon entering, you have to put your smile, the best smile in your guest, so that they will feel comfortable. Okay, next. Of course, we have the bayanihan spirit. May bayanihan. Okay? So every action leads to an impression. So if we don't work together and assist one another, then we might miss better opportunities for the tourism industry. Okay, so let us work together for a better, brighter Philippine industry. This is how become a tourism hero, a true bayani, and that's called May Bayanihan. Next, we have May Pag-asa. We have the hope. Never give up. Okay? So we have this term or this line, habang may buhay, may pag-asa. Meaning, as long as we live, as long as we breathe, we have hope. Okay? So we are able to rise up again whenever we encounter challenges. And then, next. In the Philippines, we do mabuhay gesture. So upon entering, you hold your chest, you hold your heart, and you say, mabuhay. Can we stand up together and let's try the mabuhay gesture of the Philippines?
All right, we encourage everyone to please stand. Let's try to do the mabuhay gesture. This is very common in the Philippines, right, sir?
Yes, Sir Dio.
Okay, can we all do it? We just put our right hand above our chest, so in our heart, okay? And then we bow our heads and say, mabuhay, okay? In 3, 2, 1. Yes, so that's the Filipino brand of service excellence. A round of applause, everyone. All right, so mabuhay, direct translation is long live, but it also means welcome. Okay, it's very warm, it's very welcoming. So if you have visited the Philippines, you might see people working in the hospitality industry doing something like this. It's our gesture of love for people. Okay, so in Indonesia, what gesture do you have? Any gesture? Ah, okay. How do you do that one, ma'am? What do you call that one?
I don't know, we just make like this, and say Selamat Datang,
Salamat datang means?
welcome.
Oh, salamat datang. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Dewi. Now, after the Mabuhay gesture, we've seen the government efforts already. We've seen the Filipino brand of service excellence, which standardizes everything that we do in our industry. So Filipinos are known to be makatao, makabayan, makakalikasan, makabansa. Our love for God, for our nature, for people. Okay, we now proceed with sustainability, sustainable tourism. So we've been talking for decades. We are sustainable. Embrace sustainability as part of our culture, as part of our organization, as part of our company. But are we really truthful about it? Okay? So the real challenge lies there. Okay? So in the Philippines, we define sustainability as which means enjoying and developing tourism in a way that benefits the first one. What's one? The people, the planet, and of course, profit, with the condition of not harming the ability of the future generations to enjoy the same. So if you are enjoying Indonesia now, let's say, for example, Bali, sustainability means all our efforts, everything that we do, whether taking care of our people, our planet, or the local communities with their livelihood, we must ensure that the future generation can see it the same way as it is. That's sustainable tourism. It's a challenge both for Indonesia and the Philippines, we know. So sustainability is about balancing people. So when we say people, we take care of the communities, meaning to say, we uplift local communities. So I'll just wrap this up. So in the Philippines, we uplift local communities. Perfect example of this one is the local guides in Ifugao. Ifugao is one of the best places to visit in the Philippines. It is where some of the indigenous peoples live, and we use the talents of the locals. They serve as a tour guide. They're more authentic. That's for authentic cultural immersion, as we've mentioned a while back. But at the same time, we're also helping and boosting their morale as a community. The next one, in Ilocos Norte, we have community-based weaving. Okay, not only we're contributing to the economic growth of within the region, but we're also, again, uplifting the community. Next one, care for the environment. I know that Indonesia and Philippines, one of the things that we are known for is our natural resources. Am I right? We have clear beaches, we have mountains, right? So, care for the environment means that we must take care of our surroundings. In the Philippines, the government, there's a government intervention when they have noticed that Boracay has been abused by international tourists. For 6 months, they shut down its operation to rehabilitate the place. And same is true with another emerging popular destination in the Philippines, which is Siargao, in which they use LGU-based waste management program. And lastly, create long-term livelihood. Tourism and hospitality is similar to business, okay? So the more tourists that comes in our country, the more we can generate income, the more we can contribute to our economy. A perfect example of creating long-term livelihood is that in Batanes. Batanes is the northernmost island in the Philippines in which they provide homestays for locals. So they are being paid for that one. So that's a long-term benefit and livelihood for the locals there. So there are different digital era tools supporting sustainability. I'll just cut this short. So we have digital payments. So digital payments are here to reduce operational waste and of course track visitor flows. So this can be seen as well with the partnership of DOT and MasterCard. Next one is spending analytics. It helps the Department of Tourism plan where to invest. At the same time, we have QR-based ticketing, so which means that less paper, better data. Social media behavioral analysis. We can identify demand patterns through social media. And lastly, smart tourism apps. So before we end our presentation, we'd like to share with you this slide that the digital era supports sustainable tourism by using technology to make tourism more efficient, more responsible, and more community-friendly. So there's a saying that also goes this way, that sustainability is not, that the emerging technology is not the problem to sustainability. Actually, technology is the engine towards sustainable solutions, provided that it is done for the right purpose and for the right reason. After all, with all the efforts that the government is doing with its partnership with private sectors, there are more reasons to love the Philippines. Therefore, we want to end this discussion by saying, terima kasih, and in the Philippines, maraming salamat po.
Please give applause once more for Mr. Mark and Prof. Romel. Thank you very much for your presentation. Your presentation is very insightful and give us about tourism in Philippines. And I would like to continue my presentation. Thank you very much for opportunity. I agree about tourism. Tourism not only about the destination physically, for example, about landscape, but tourism is about cultural exchange, cultural immersion. I agree with them because when I go to Philippines, so many destination, so many information and culture that I get. Thank you for Miss Julian. Julian has accompanied us to many destination. I go to run in a place with unique jeepney. Yeah, jeepney is the local transportation in Philippines. I would like to continue my presentation. Mas Yuni? Yeah. Tourism is not only belong to big industry. Yeah. Tourism is also belong to community local. As presentation, Mr. Mark, local community has role for the development of community for tourism. In my title in today presentation, it's about empowering communities through digital innovation, and community-based tourism is approach for development tourism, especially in a digital era. Yeah. Why sustainable and digital tourism matter? Yeah. Tourism has undergone a massive digital shift. Yeah. Visitors today rely on digital maps, online reviews, and social media content. Therefore, tourism village must integrate digital readiness within their CBT strategies. I want to ask a student, UPI Y.A.I student and Northwestern University, what do you prefer travel to take a travel by yourself with the from online digital maps, online review or social media, or by a travel agent? I want to ask the student from Indonesia first. What's your experience if when you go to somewhere not in Indonesia, yeah, maybe in the other country, what the choice? You get the travel agent or only by self with read online review or from Instagram? Can you answer? Can you answer? Do you prefer when you go to when you take tourism in the other country? What your choose? What your choice by yourself or by a travel agent?
I think I will prefer travel by myself since I am an individualism, and by tourism I think it's terbatas. Yeah, limited.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How about Northwestern University student?
For me, since I've tried to visit different country, I would prefer to travel by myself using digital maps and also online reviews for me to be able to know what is the best for me.
Yeah. I think in your generation, rely on digital maps, online reviewers, and social media content to choose the destination for the tourism in the other country. So my concern is about the community-based tourism in developing tourism. Why sustainable and digital tourism matter? Because digital shift in global tourism, travelers rely on digital touch point. Rural tourism must adapt, and community-based tourism empower community roles. And these are key challenges in rural. Key challenges in rural, especially over tourism. Community has low digital literacy, a weak online presence, limited data for planning, cultural and environmental asset underutilized, and lack of digital documentation. And these issues prevent many rural destinations from joining the digital tourism ecosystem. Because without visibility and documentation, tourists cannot discover the destination through potential. And why? Why community-based tourism? Maybe community-based tourism is versus with the mass production. Because mass productions often make disturbing for environment, for example. So community-based tourism, it is about local ownership, benefit sharing, participatory planning, and culture, also environment protection. Community-based tourism can help for preserving culture and environment. Community in tourism not only as audience, as a worker, but community can as a main actor. Yeah? Yeah. In community-based tourism, local community as a main actor in development of tourism. They can create potential, economic potential, and preserve culture, preserve environment. And with the CBT, or community-based tourism, ensure communities shape their own tourism and benefit directly. And this aligns with global CBT principles: respect for culture and nature, benefit sharing, equity, and participation. Because my major is architecture, and I also, as a vice director of research and community service, I would like to share experience of my research and community engagement. And we have 4 projects that sample how community-based tourism with digital approach to develop tourism. The first project is Sentul. Sentul is in the Japanese West Japanese, and in Sentul project focus on digital tracking map, and the Bak Muncang is area that focus eco small medium enterprise digitalization, and Margaluyu focus homestay quality and digital hospitality. As presentation of Mr. Mark, homestay is also has a important role for tourism, especially for community-based tourism. And the other project is Cilacap. In Cilacap, we have a project how to transform for waste area, RDF TPST area, waste area, transform to be a smart eco tourism. These 4 locations represent different but interconnected aspect of digital community-based tourism, like about mapping, digital branding, quality experience, and environmental learning. And this is a case study of our project. In Sentul tracking digital map, we conduct FGD, community FDG to explore community preference for the route of tracking tourism. We make mapping beginner, moderate, and advanced route, and we also make a documentation for fill in the digital map, and finally we make a 3D interactive map prototype from this activity, from the FGD. In Sentul project, we make 3D interactive map for can help tourists to get information and experience before they go to the location. And in Margoluyu, we make a homestay sanitation upgrade because satisfaction of the tourist is very important, and give a positive experience for the visitor. And we also make a workshop about the digital skill to make destination feasibility on Google Maps. And we also make a workshop about online customer communication and about the visitor satisfaction. And Lebak Muncang, we focus in eco, small and medium enterprise digitalization, because Lebak Muncang area has strong eco-tourism potential, and small, medium enterprise have a potential for destination tourism. And we make a workshop for smart evaluation model pilot, and we also make a workshop for digital storytelling like IG Reels, catalog, and QR-based agro interpretation growth. And the end project in 2025, in the project we make a transformation of TPST with area to be smart eco edu park. And this destination has an interactive eco-learning station in this station about composting, recycling, and biodiversity. Yeah, this is this is the picture that our activities that made to the 3D digital map. This map is used by the developer of provider of tracking provider tourism, and this road is sourced by community, and this digital map can help the visitor to get experience, get information from this digital map. And this is my experience in project in Margaluyu. You can see how we conduct FGD only with the conventional method. Community still familiar only by the paper to write a preference, to discuss about their need. They are not familiar with a digital platform to, for example, to fill questionnaire, to give the preference that they need. And this is the activities and potential destination. Actually, in Margaluyu, for example, so many destinations that attractive, that can tourists come to this area, but because weak of digital skill from community, so this destination can be visible for tourists. And the end for the conclusion, we have these are three digital empowerment for communities. The community has to be skilled about video and photos production, managing online bookings, responding to review digital communication ethic, and running online shop. And policy also has a role for give implication for development of tourism, because infrastructure of digital, like internet, stability of internet, it can be impacted for the development tourism, because in Indonesia, all area in Indonesia is touched by internet. And actually, so many destinations in Indonesia is very interactive. Maybe delegation from Philippines only know about Bali. Yeah, actually in Indonesia, so many destinations that you can come to the destination. And maybe I want to ask you what the destination in Indonesia that you know.
We know Bali, Indonesia. What else? Bandung. Yeah.
Only Bandung, Bali, Yogyakarta. Actually, we have so many destinations that we have so much, and too many destinations that we feel sometimes we feel not apa ya. Because so many destinations, we can choose what the best destination that we like. Yeah. I think because digital platform has a rule that no all destination in Indonesia can be reached. Can give information to the other country, for example, to Philippines. So I think policy implication is very important to give information to the other country about destination in Indonesia. And for future direction, AI, maybe AI is very tool that in the future can be developed. All destination, all tourism in the future will use the AI to develop tourism, especially in Indonesia also. Thank you from us. Maybe in closing statement, I will give message. Digital tourism amplifies the strength of communities, helping them tell their stories, manage their destination, and build a sustainable future. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our speakers for such insightful and enriching presentation about Philippines and also about Indonesia. For your information, for delegation from Northwestern University, I already tried pansit also, and then chicken adobo, lumpia, balut, and Jollibee, of course. Yeah, I think you should try also Indonesian food soon after this session. And now we will move to the question and answer session moderated by Ms. Euis Puspita Dewi. And to all participants, please feel free to raise your questions and ask your questions to our speakers. Thank you. Question and answer session.
Okay, we enter the Q&A, question and answer, please.
Hi, ma'am. I'm very interested with regards your digital map. I hope that Northwestern University can collaborate with that, with the permission of ma'am. We are very interested in developing also because, like Indonesia, Ilocos Norte have many tourist spots also that are not explored. There are many virgin tourist spot there in Ilocos Norte. So I hope that we can collaborate with you since you have already a case study or an experience in terms of developing the digital map. I hope that we can talk about it. The engineering department and the information technology department are very willing to collaborate with you, ma'am. So I hope we can talk about it later. But my question is all about unfortunately, despite what Sir Dio and Sir Romel had said to us with regards to our tourism department, unfortunately, last 2024 and up to now 2025, based on research and based on data, we are the least visited country. Unfortunately, despite all the things that what Sarah Romel had said with Wow Philippines, with I Love the Philippines, with it's more fun in the Philippines. For the past 2 years, the Philippines had been lagging behind Vietnam, behind Indonesia, behind Malaysia in terms of tourism, in terms of visitors, number of visitors. You can check that in the internet. What as an expert, what can you suggest to us? And for the two gentlemen who spoke in the Philippine tourism, um, what what is the effect of corruption with tourism? Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Eric. I'm happy if you want to make collaboration about the project making and the 3D interactive digital map, because it is a project in our project in 2022, and it is continue to now in the other area, because digital map is very important and very need tourists need digital map before, but actually digital map can be ancaman. What is ancaman? A threat for a local guide. Yeah, local guide. Based my discussion with the local guide, because if there are a massive digital map interactive, local guide is not needed again. Yeah. For example, young generation can go to somewhere by themselves, not need a local guide. And it is homework for us to make a win-win solution between digital empowerment and community empowerment. It is our homework in our research. Yeah.
But if this is the trend right now, ma'am, I think digital maps are very helpful because many of our students do like to visit tourist spots, do it yourself technique,
Yeah.
meaning they don't want third party to anymore guide them.
Yeah.
So maybe the project can also have a section or some portion wherein we find jobs for local guides
Yeah.
because they're no longer needed. Their skill is no longer needed. But if the tourist wants personal touch, local
Yeah.
guides can
Yeah.
still be an option. But for them, since the generation is instant, they want instant. They want to enjoy themselves. Maybe digital map is really or can truly help boost the tourism department.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my suggestion, ma'am. We find jobs for the local guides.
Yeah.
We can research on that. We can have we can actually find we can collaborate with LGU in my province or in my city where we can find jobs for the local guides.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yes, I agree with your suggestion. Yeah, based my experience when I in trekking somewhere area, um, um, the tourism by itself and with local guide, where we use local guide, there is many benefit that we get. For example, storytelling about somewhere, about tree, about the story of the sungai, river, for the mountain, and maybe it can be gotten when we travel by ourselves. Yeah. Thank you for the suggestion.
What's your question again, sir?
Of corruption to the tourism.
Oh, what's the effect of corruption?
Because in the Philippines, as a
It
context,
might
my
threat.
question, in the Philippines right now, the issue is corruption, especially in our president, vice president, and the cabinet members. So, what is the effect of corruption to the tourism industry?
Well, thank you so much for that, Sir Eric. Personally, we believe that corruption is okay. Personally, I believe that corruption is a human condition. So it's a long-standing issue in the Philippines that we cannot eradicate in just an instant. Okay, so the thing is, the impact of corruption, not just in the Philippines but in other countries in general, is that it will tarnish the image of the country. So we have a lot of foreign investors, and when that image is tarnished and we are known to be a corrupt country, the tendency is they won't invest. Investments won't come in. And this would mean that we can't generate jobs. And this would mean that we can't be able to create infrastructures to support our tourism development efforts, such as railways, transport systems, improving our tourist destinations. So I think it has really a big, big impact. Corruption is really a negative thing, a threat in any tourism industry.
Yes.
Yes, sir? Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Thank you. My as for Prof. Romel and Maglio, especially for Prof. Romel, I'm very interesting for your explain about public-private partnership in tourism, because my research area is public-private partnership in construction and infrastructure. So I'm very surprising if in Filipina PPP in tourism is boost for your tourism development. So Dr. Ais explained that we have to balancing for the digital map and local guide. So can you explain about more about PPP in tourism, like community participation? Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So the community has a big role in the participation for tourism, because if the community is safe, more tourists will visit the place. Will try the food, will try the culture in a particular place if the community is safe.
Currently in the Philippines, NAIA, I'll take the example of NAIA, for example. So, Ninoy Aquino International Airport, I will not say that it's one of the less appealing airports in the world, but currently, San Miguel Corporation has taken over its rehabilitation in terms of infrastructure and stuff like that, to improve all the services and cater to international markets. So that's one of the perfect examples that we can see that's developing in the Philippines. And I think public and private partnerships is essential because it provides also the country an additional access for fund as well as for the improvement of our infrastructures, especially us that we're still developing. Additional, yes, ma'am.
Since I handle the community extension of our university, ma'am. So basically, for example, in Ilocos Norte, what we do is, though we anticipate global, we focus on localized experience. So especially with the local guides, what I'm taking, I'm taking into example the project of digital mapping. Localized experience meaning, though we have many AI, for example, artificial intelligence, which actually is my discussion later on. Though there are many AI right now, the local touch of these local guides is I think more important because they know even the rivers, the history of the rivers, the history of one tree that makes it different from other destinations. So I believe that community participation in tourism is very important, even though we are emphasizing on global or international linkages or international collaboration. I think local participation or community participation is very important in developing the tourism industry as well. Thank you, ma'am.
From student, maybe? Do you have a question for Mr. Mark and Professor Romel? If you don't have a question, maybe the speaker answer make question for.
Hello.
Please, you can stand up.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. First of all, my name is Kalista from Faculty Communication Studying, especially in public relations. Today I'm gonna ask to Mr. What do you think about the tourism? Have safety or police? It's been like, we also know the tourist is in a place that is not them home. It's far from their home. So what we can do for make the tourists, can we feel safe in our country with a different culture, different language, and different activity as the country.
Okay, thank you. For Mr. Mark, about safety, safety in the
safety and the secure.
I think about safety and secure is interesting for a discussion for tourism because when we have plan to the other country, safety is number one. For especially from message from my rector. My rector, when we will want to make a plan to the other country, her message is about safety, but safety is very important. Maybe Mr. Mark can answer about the safety and security.
Okay. So first things first, safety and security is the top priority in the tourism industry as well. So from the moment the guest lands in our place, we ensure everything's in place. Like from the moment they book their car, grab, okay, we ensure that all the information are secured. In terms of security or the threat from intentional harm, I think that the Philippine National Police is working on that one. At the same time, in our hotels, like we have systems designed to properly secure our people, especially like in our key cards, like when we enter into elevator, you can only access a certain floor if you have that key card. So that's one of the efforts in the industry that we have now. And in addition, Sir Eric,
since Northwestern University had just inaugurated and launched its innovation hub, that innovation hub is all about um, smart technology and AI in Northwestern University. There are some. Actually, we are in close coordination with the Philippine National Police and the Disaster Risk Management regarding the safety of our visitors. We are developing next AI about that issue. So Northwestern University is in forefront with regards to AI risk reduction and disaster management.
Talking about safety, when we, for example, when we will have plane to go to the other country, maybe choose the time. Maybe choose the time is very important because, for example, when we will go to Philippines, we consider about the typhoon in certain month, for example. I think choose the time is very important to as a consideration for the tourism, I think. But based my experience when I go to Philippines, it doesn't matter with the safety in Philippines because I feel like a home. I don't feel the other place, but when I go to Philippines, I feel like because I feel safe, and because maybe we have so many similarity. For example, culture, how to be hospitality, how to welcome us, make. Provide the food, provide the warm welcome. Yeah. Sometimes when I in a trip by car, we often say it's like a Senen, it's like a Pulo Gadung, because maybe because the area is very safe, have a similarity between Indonesia and Philippines. Okay. Is there a question?
Selamat pagi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selamat.
Okay, thank you. My name is Maya Syafriana Effendi. I'm from Economic and Business Faculty. I want to ask to Mr. Mark, Sir Mark or Professor. Okay, considering the Philippines' unique geographical and cultural makeup, do you believe the country has the potential to become a global living laboratory for testing new models of sustainable tourism that are digitally driven and rooted in its cultural DNA? And what specific innovation do you most anticipate, sir? Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat for that question. Terima kasih for that question, ma'am. Yes, like I personally believe that the Philippines has a lot of potential. So we have a lot of undiscovered places, virgin places, as Mr. Eric has mentioned. So I think one specific thing that I'm really looking forward to is what Sir Eric and ma'am is like talking a while back, like providing such thing as an avenue for tourists, for locals to become tour guides because they know best about that certain area. Not only will it benefit that program, but it also helps them to find job and land for a job. So that's one thing I'm really looking forward. So one step at a time.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mark. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat. Terima kasih, ma'am.
Terima kasih. Okay, and the second question I think is for Ibu Euis. Yeah, for Miss Euis. Okay, Bu. We are seeing a global shift towards digital tourism, and with that in mind, I'm curious. Yeah. So, what are the main challenges that small village face when adopting digital tours for tourism?
Yeah.
And the second is you've outlined some significant hurdles. Given those, what would you say is the core reason why many rural tourism communities still struggle to use digital platform effectively? Thank you, Ibu Euis. Terima kasih. Hatur nuhun.
Yeah. Hatur nuhun. Hatur nuhun is
Maraming salamat.
Salamat.
Yeah.
In Japanese, West Japanese language. Thank you very much for the question, Ibu Maya. Actually, one of the biggest challenge for about digital, is about literacy, digital literacy gap. Yeah. So many communities unfamiliar with the digital platform, and community also feel not confident, and they feel the online digital it is make difficult to upgrade the development. And the local community often depend on word of mouth or conventional method to share the information. For example, based on my experience when I have a project in Margaluyu, yeah, ibu-ibu, yeah, the mother, housewife, actually they have a homestay. They have homestay. The homestay is very clean, very good, but because they don't familiar, they are unfamiliar with digital. No tourists know about the homestay. Yeah, I think literacy gap is the factor, the biggest factor, and the other factor is infrastructure. Yeah, because when they have a handphone, sometimes the facility of signal not good in this area. So in my presentation, in the end of my presentation, policy improvement is very important to develop the tourism, especially in rural area. And struggle to use digital. talking about digital platform is not only about technology, but it's also about mindset of digital platform using, yeah. Yeah, because of community, local community only rely on word of mouth. Yeah, I think it is the homework for the academic or institution to give to give a workshop to give a knowledge about the role of the digital using for branding, branding the area, branding their homestay, branding the agro tourism. For example, in Magaluyu actually has many agro product, like tomato, chili, and the other fruit. Yeah, but they don't have the way to give information to sell their product agro tourism. Yeah, I think in digital, if they can increase the digital skill, they can promote about the source of agro tourism. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for the engaging discussion, and please give our speakers a warm round of applause. Thank you. And then next we will proceed with the awarding of certificates for our speakers, as well as the e-certificates for all Universitas Persada Indonesia Y.A.I students participating today. We kindly invite our presenters to move forward, and all the delegates from Northwestern University to come forward, and we will present you the certificates given by our rector. Maybe first the certificates for the speakers. Ma'am Euis? Maybe first for the speakers only. Okay. And the first certificate will give to Professor Romel S. Gerson. And then the second certificate for Mr. Mark Dio. Yes, please give applause. And the third certificate to our speakers, Ms. Euis Puspita Dewi. And then for all the delegates, please come forward and we will give you also the certificates. Mbak Wi, sertifikat yang lain? Coba deh. Oke, moment. Okay. And then also certificates for all the students from hospitality management. And we should take a picture together with all the participants. Okay, so we take a picture together, please. Nyempil. Okay. Waki style. Waki. Mungkin Mas Dimas, mungkin yang menghadap ke. Oh yeah, with all the deans, please. With all the deans and the vice rector, please come forward. Please. Ma'am Dita. Ma'am Dita. Okay. Okay, all good? Okay. Semuanya ada di foto ya? Oke. Oh, maybe we sit and we take a picture with all the audience. We sit and then the camera will be there. Okay, please have a seat. Ah, di belakang. Oh, no. Pak Eric, Prof Eric, you can sit there. Oh, yeah. Maybe you are at the back. Mr. Mark and Mr. Romel, please have a seat and and all the students. Yuk kita juga. Mas Dimas mungkin yang bersama partisipan yang lain. Okay, you have a seat back. Mungkin yang barisan sebelah sini merapat ke tengah biar kena foto semua. Ya, untuk all students please stand up. So, untuk mahasiswanya berdiri supaya kelihatan dan agak ke tengah. Jangan di depan aku. Okay, so as we approach the end of our session, we want to express our gratitude to everyone who has contributed to today's event. And to our Northwestern University delegation, thank you for sharing your knowledge and spirit of collaboration. We truly appreciate your presence, and to all participants, thank you for your attention and enthusiasm. With that, we officially close this morning's program. Maraming salamat po, terima kasih banyak, and thank you very much. Have a good day.